guys, today's gonna be a great day because today we are making as I was saying, today we're making Alfredo the real way and also the fake way that you probably know. So Fettuccine Alfredo isn't a thing in Italy. What? Yes, it is an American thing. So before we even make Fettuccine Alfredo, I want to show you what I believe is the real version that it derived from. Fettuccine Alfredo, pasta with butter. It's one of the simplest pastas ever. If I had decent snapping skills, that would be much better editing. First, get a pot of water on boil. I think the packaging for Parmesan was made to be a bit child-proof because I had to use a knife. Even that took some time. It was kind of difficult. Don't let your children open Parmigiano Reggiano. It's not going to end well. It's going to take like a couple minutes. Anyways, I'm currently grating 5 ounces of Parmigiano Reggiano in weight, divided in half on 2 different plates. Sorry, I meant divided by 2 on 2 different plates. 2.5 ounces on one plate, 2.5. That is 2.5 ounces of Parmigiano Reggiano on one plate. Time for the other. Second plate of 2.5 ounces of Parmigiano Reggiano. Anyways, I'm waiting for the water to boil. Not sure if this looks like a boil or just a hard simmer. I'm gonna wait till I see more bubbles. When this comes to a rolling boil, we're gonna salt it because pasta needs seasoning. And scoop it into this bowl before we salt it and after. This is sounding confusing. I'll show you when we get there, okay? Alright, our water has come to a boil. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to put a couple of ladles into this intentionally heat-proof mixing bowl to keep it warm. Because Fettuccine Alfredo traditionally is prepared tableside. Anyways, that's 2 ladles of very hot boiling pasta water. Now, we want to add some, we want to really heavily season this pasta water with salt. I didn't want to add the salt at the beginning because it means the boiling process would take longer. And also because it would damage the bottom of this pot. We don't want to add too much salt because this cheese over here is salty. And we're going to use some of this pasta water for our sauce. Anyways, time to add a pound of fettuccine in here. You never want to break pasta. If you break pasta, the Italian nonnas are going to cry. And we don't want that. You want to twirl this in with a bit of tongs. If your pot was bigger, this would be a hell of a lot easier. Definitely. And you always want to read the package when finding out how long to cook dry pasta. 12 minutes. You want al dente because the point of dry semolina pasta is you want to have a chewy bite to it. If it's soft, you've done something wrong. I'm actually going to use the tongs as my stirring spoon. So we're going to let this cook for 12 minutes. I will try to keep the camera on pause as long as I can for some sweet YouTube ad revenue. Also to entertain my viewers with talking, but yeah. Make sure the water's still in this pot. We're gonna dump that out when the pasta's almost done. Anyways, we're gonna get some unsalted butter. Let's see if I can find... What did people do with my unsalted butter? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you want to use good quality unsalted butter. I know this is Irish butter and we're doing Italian food, but this is the best butter I could find. Here we got 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter, cut up into small pieces. Let's check. 5.5 minutes left. This got some sweet YouTube ad revenue, but it won't make the video long enough for when I talk to my viewers or something. This is how long pasta should be. Don't break it, please. If you break it, you'll break my heart. And my feelings. You'll break my heart if you break this pasta. My soul would shatter if you broke it. It's a bit of a metaphor. It's a bit of an exaggeration, too. But it's still horrible. Now, you might be asking, is there a difference in getting better quality unsalted butter? Yeah, normal, cheap unsalted butter will just taste like pure, plain fat, while the good stuff can taste sweet, tangy, and sometimes grassy. How's this doing? Looking good. How's this doing? Looking good. This is still looking like water, as it should. It'd be weird if this took some different form or something. I also really want to become a comedian for some reason. Anyways, I'm waiting for this pasta to be cooked. 3 minutes left. Three minutes left. Alright, I think I'll start the sauce because it's 3 minutes away from being cooked. Anyways, we'll pour this water out because we don't want it in our sauce. We just want it to warm the bowl up. It is pretty warm. Now first, without the heat on, you never want the heat on for Alfredo. We're going to add our 10 tablespoons of butter and our first half of our Parmesan cheese. Wait a second, I'm doing 2 batches of pasta? I'd be surprised if this didn't exceed like 15 minutes. Anyways, next we're going to add our al dente fettuccine to this bowl. Owie. We're going to use the residual heat to melt most of the stuffs for this dish. Anyways, we're going to follow this with our additional 2.5 ounces of Parmigiano Reggiano. Make sure it's not the American knockoff. And a 1/4 cup of our pasta cooking water, which is going to give us a cohesive sauce. Now you want to mix this vigorously so that it becomes a sauce. You want everything to emulsify into the Alfredo sauce with the residual heat. If you ever added any more heat than we are adding now to the pasta, the cheese would take too much heat and it would not melt. It would actually become stringy. We don't want stringy, we want creamy. Anyways, I'm going to keep mixing this off camera and see how it tastes after. Anyways, you want to taste to see if it needs anything. Yes, it's Parmesan-y. It's actually buttery than most Alfredos I have. It doesn't need any salt whatsoever, except in the pasta water. But we already done that earlier. I think it's ready to serve. Remember when I said I wanted to make this a cooking channel, not an eating channel? I kind of lied. Me and eating this entire scrumptious meal. There might be some unmelted cheese. More so the unmelted butter. But that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. Maybe I should have cut the butter finer. Okay. How's the pasta?
Good, good, good. I don't know what I did with the... I would love for you to watch this show. I'm going to start it from the beginning.
What's it called?
Manifest.
Explain what happened to us on April 7th.
Over here.
Some
Huh?
people called it impulsive.
Alright, I'll pause it.
Others,
I really want you to see the beginning. The only problem is when it's long, I have trouble eating it.
Really?
Yeah. Ouch. Bit myself.
Mmm.
Going on outside?
What?
The heck is going on outside?
I don't know.
Loud.
Was it me with my TV? Without TV? That's not
Well, did you put your TV outside?
mine.
No, there's a engine or generator or something running. I assume it's next door. There's a light on over there.
I thought somebody was blowing leaves still. The guy
It's too
over next
ratchety.
door was blowing leaves, and I heard it too.
Yeah, it sounds too ratchety for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like an actual like gas engine powering something, like lights.
Maybe they were having a problem with their electricity or their heat.
I don't know.
That's so creamy.
Your face is creamy.
I want to watch this show. I want you guys to watch the beginning of it at least.
What is it?
Manifest.
I'm good.
Oh, you remember it?
It never really struck me. Yeah, it was just one of those like.
Seeing it from the beginning though.
Yeah.
I think it's intriguing.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. It was just another one of those like plane takes off, lands differently. And I think it was, what was it? The 4400 or something?
Yeah, that was like that too.
That was like beating the death out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I thought this one was.
I'm not really a big fan of live action films. Unless it's like, pre-2000 and stuff.
Well, it's not a film, it's a series.
It's kind of the same difference.
No, not really. Production quality is entirely different most of the time.
I also prefer I also prefer live action movies over series. Unless it's Squid Game.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can still think of some movies better than Squid Game.
Well, yeah, because Squid Game's not a movie.
The series as a whole.
Basically a Korean drama.
Horror.
Quite a soap opera.
Horror.
It's not a horror, really.
Well, I originally had no intention of watching it, but popped up on the screen and I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah, go for it.
I know lots of people are going to disagree with me on this, but my favorite Squid Game character was Dyuksu.
Which one was that?
Number 101. He's the guy who betrayed the girl, and because of that, the girl killed him.
Fair. You are entitled to your own favorites, even if they're wrong.
How is that wrong?
I didn't say what. I just said you're entitled to your own favorites.
I kind of have a love for evil characters.
Huh. Then why not the old man?
Because that was a plot twist.
Well, yeah.
I don't like surprise villains.
Fair.
Although I suppose you do have a point. My favorite character in existence is Monica.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't exactly a twist. I'm pretty sure lots of people saw that coming, though.
I guess. The whole storyline itself is one twist after another.
If people knew to read the new files that kept popping up, it'd be very easy to tell that Monica's the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the moment just before the first girl died.
Nobody's checking the files when they play a new game.
Well, it's a just in case, because horror games are horror games. They'll try just about anything.
Not everybody knew they were getting into a horror game.
It literally said it on the download screen.
Not everybody downloaded it themselves. Some people got set up by their friends.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
DDLC is still one of my favorite games. I don't think I can change that.
Why would you want it? Why would you want it?
Don't know. But even if I did try it again to something new and think it's better than Doki Doki, I don't know if I can change that.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Alright, I guess I'll turn it on then. It's not gonna bother anybody.
No, you're good.
I always have to have it loud because I'm deaf.
Where?
What? Oh, I just turned the TV off. Darn. Can't believe I did that.
Anyways, Daddy, I said I'm just getting into Five Nights at Freddy's.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I kind of want to see one whole game per day.
Sounds like fun.
So yesterday was the first game. I think today I'll do the second game. But if I do one game per day,
No one can
I'll
explain
kind of
what
get
happened to us on April
overhyped from excitement about the third game.
Some people called it impossible.
Because before I've seen FNAF, Springtrap's been my favorite.
It was the day my life changed. forever.
Weirdly enough.
If you'd seen us that afternoon,
Surprise, actually. That's kind of expected. The Springtrap was William.
And his wife Grace, still in love after 15 years. They're twins, Olive and Cal, always bickering like an old married couple, and the real old married couple, my parents. Still in perfect health.
By the way, Springtrap is William, but dead and stuffed in a suit.
This family needs something to celebrate. Okay, that's a pretty backwards reason for a wedding.
He's like the strongest animatronic in existence.
Typical, right? But what you couldn't see is that Cal's leukemia wasn't responding to treatment. Or that band embrace.
By the way, apparently the phone guy only appeared for 3
So
games.
that I still had nightmares
Probably
about the
died
car
after that.
accident.
No, he died in the first game.
Mistakes deserve happiness. You know,
That makes me wonder how the phone guy was alive in the 3rd game.
I don't really
Different timeline?
anyway, which is why when I got the chance to stay away from
No, canonically the 3rd game comes after the 1st.
I jumped at it.
Recorded messages.
Surely the best conclusion if I could think of one.
That's me.
I like how when characters don't have names, they get called stuff like phone guy. Okay, phone guy. Can you call it phone guy? Okay, phone guy. Why the heck are you not concerned at all about this animatronic incident? Excuse me, but your robots are trying to kill me and you know it. There's more in here. Let me get some more. Alright guys, English class, if you watch this, I want to tell you something. This one time I asked my father a very unfair matchup for one of the characters. Between 3 book characters that I've read about in the last 3 years, and it was so unfair for the one that lost. It was Piggy against Dallas Winston against Lenny Small. I was betting Lenny would win. He betted Dally would win because of street smarts. And he said because Lenny's retarded. But I said Lenny because he's definitely a bit too strong for Dally. And we all know Piggy's gonna die. Hey Daddy, I have some good news. Well, the thing is, that was an entire box. And the good thing is, there's no leftovers. Haha. I guess we don't need to take up space in our fridge today. I love that. When we don't have leftovers.
We got rid of a whole bunch of rotting food today.
Great.
Like what? Like what?
What do you say?
Like what?
Whatever was in the refrigerator that was old.
Huh?
Anything in the refrigerator that was old.
There wasn't anything that old.
We have 191
Or
souls
a lot
on
of things.
board, all of whom would love to touch down on one of your runways. Sorry, folks. Apologies and a half. We are diverting.
I just realized I let this camera on this entire
Hopefully
time.
we can get rid of anything.
City, but for any
Huh?
of those who are
What'd you say?
trying to make a connecting flight, we owe you one. Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Did you say hopefully we did not eat anything we should have? Shouldn't have?
Hopefully we did not get rid of anything that was still
Yes, we
Well,
did.
that'd be horrible.
Welcome to New York, where local time is 11:49 p.m. On behalf of
I think I might have to pass out.
Okay.
So please make sure that your key is charged. And if you could help make sure I'm awake before you leave, it'd be much appreciated. And why are you recording?
Crap. Mm-hmm.